All right, another video of the 2011 Kia Optima. I had to cut off the stabilizer end link. Cut off the nut. This is the side that would have the top. This was the bottom. I had to cut it from the back side, and then the pressure just broke it off. If I did the video, you wouldn't be able to hear a thing because the compressor's running, so I didn't video it. So, yep, it had to be cut off. It was messed up. All right, so I'm going to get the strut off. So on the top, there's the 3 bolts. They're 15 millimeter. Are you loosen them? They come off really easy. You're going to do that last. That's what's going to allow the strut to come down. So I'm going to try to prop this up. Do this quick. As you know, I've already lubed it. Previous videos, you know, it's already been sprayed with PB Blaster. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know. I have the camera zoomed in. I'm trying to... Okay. There's the strut. Alright, so you guys, I want it right there. Okay. These right here. So, yeah. You have to use an impact. These are 19 millimeter. Use impact. Socket. Approved socket. Safety glasses. I'm not going to take it all the way out. The other side is a 17. This one, it's got the should have the splines on there. So I left it on there just flush where I could tap on without damaging. Because when you get new struts, whether they're single struts, you got to transfer the spring over, or the strut mount plate, the bearing plate, the bellows boot, all that stuff, or not, you're not going to get these bolts. A lot of times these are your camber alignment bolts, so you don't want to damage them. I do recommend replacing them most of the time, but yeah, this is maybe something else I got to call the customer on. I'm going to try to just break it free a little bit from this. I'm just shielding my face because, you know, safety glasses. Just vibrating it back and forth. It's not going to spin. Well, that one will. That's good. No splines. So we're good to go. I'm going to try to see if some of this PB Blaster will work its way in. I'm going to go gentle with it. Get a little vibration from the gun on there. Hopefully make it soak in. Go back and forth. Forward and reverse. I can see it moving where it's not twisting. I can see the other end moving. So I know I'm not going to snap it off in there. If it does, no big deal. It can punch out easy. I just can't get the car done today. There it goes. Back and forth. On there. Knock it back in, back and forth. Make sure it's nice and lubed. See that? these should almost push. Now we're good to go. Now I'm going to take the nut all the way off the other side. This may spin, I don't know. I know. Get this one off. Don't hold it the way I am. So, I'll have my nut with me. Alright. This is in a safe place, we won't lose them. They should just come right out. And come right out. So, match them up. They're the same. They don't have pits in there. I'm not worried about these being compromised with strength. We're going to reuse them. This knuckle, there's no slots. There's no slots. There's no slots in this knuckle, and there's no slots in the strut. So you just put them back on the same way they went on. Very few times will a shop have to come in here and adjust this, but this is not a camber alignment on this particular application. So for this point, I have everything else off the strut. You still gotta worry about the strut falling, exploding on you. It's happened. You're not gonna be able to see this. I'm just using a 15 millimeter. I just want you to see the strut drop when I take these out. So I'm gonna take out one. Two. And now on this third one, here's the two smaller nuts. This third one, I'm gonna just put my hand on it to kind of hold it so it doesn't drop down and potentially knock an ABS line off, or a brake hose, or do any other damage unnecessarily, like mess up the CV boot. So I'm just gonna put a little pressure on there. Now the bolts go all the way out. Now I'm going to do, these are not heavy. I'm going to get my fingers out of the way. It's going to do a little wiggle and twist and usually come out sideways like this. That's it. Keep these away from your face. I've had these, a lot of times these are already broke. The spring is broke. This strut's bad. This bearing plate, I mean, you see there's no pressure on this at all. I mean, it shouldn't be able to move that easy. So this is called the bearing plate. So now I'm going to put the new one in. So that'll be another video, because I'm going to clean this up. Always make sure that you're not really super rusty up here. And know the location of this when you take this out in comparison with this location. These are usually not a perfect triangle. And on the newer struts, it's going to take a lot to have to put it in the position that it needs to be. But a lot of times what you can do, depending on how much room you have, you can get this up the right way, and this may be turned a little bit. But since this is up there held, you can put someone here and turn this while this is in position. It's easier than you trying to eyeball this down here. So that's a tip. All right, thank you for watching. So look at this, I'll show you up in there. So you want to make sure that that's not rusty. So, and I like to clean up the knuckle. I like to clean this up a little bit, and of course grease it like I do.